Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise as someone who does not have a coastal district. I represent very proudly the 909 area code, and a whole lot of my constituents love to go to the beach. They also love to be left alone on their own property. They absolutely, positively hate government interfering in their lives. And what we're talking about here is giving the Coastal Commission essentially what we want to deny to every single Californian, which is we don't want every Californian to have more than 10 rounds in their magazine. We want to give the Coastal Commission $11,250 per day. And if you levied that fine, $11,200.
Mr. Speaker, state your point of order. Mr. Speaker, Mike.
Madam Speaker, I'd ask you to remind members during debate to confine themselves to the questions before them and not to attempt to introduce items of other legislation pending before the House in the debate on an item that is unrelated.
Point well taken. Mr. Donnelly, please speak to the merits of the bill.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. We want to give, with this bill, AB 976, let's be clear what it is. We want to give the Coastal Commission the ability to fine you $11,250 per day. So if you happen to be a very wealthy property owner who went on a round-the-world trip for 5 years and came home and found that you had a notice on your doorstep, you might no longer own your property because the penalty at that point would be $20.5 million. So if you trust government, if you trust even more so unaccountable, unelected government, yes, these individual commissioners are appointed by people like the Speaker and like the Governor and the Pro Tem, but they don't answer directly to the people for the position for which they hold. And I think most Californians who love the beach, well, we saw unelected, unaccountable boards that tried to take away the right to enjoy the beach and have a bonfire. That was something that was recently done by somebody who had a tremendous amount of power, too much power. So the real question of this bill is not really about whether or not you like the Coastal Commission or you trust the Coastal Commission. I happened to have a conversation with Governor Brown some time back, and he mentioned a problem back in the 70s with the Coastal Commission. And I won't use the term that he used on this floor, but at the time he was very upset with them and didn't trust their power. I don't think that he's going to feel a whole lot differently about that today, and I think that we should send him a message that we are standing up for the rights of every American, of every Californian, to enjoy their private property, whether they be beachgoers or whether they be beachfront owners. They shouldn't be discriminated against by an unelected board that is unaccountable to anyone. I urge a no vote.
Ms. Skinner, you're recognized.